The International Monetary Fund warned that Greece needs large-scale debt relief and that without it, it may not participate in Greece's bailout agreed during last Euro summit. The IMF statement put pressure on Germany and came before the Greek parliament should vote on the third bailout package. The International Monetary Fund told the European finance ministers that a new Greek bailout should include measures to restructure the country's debt. For the IMF, the financing needs until the end of 2018 is now estimated at 85 billion euros, and Greek debt is expected to reach nearly 200% of gross domestic product in the next 2 years. Miguel Urban Crespo, EU lawmakers and member of the Spanish far-left-wing party Podemos, pointed out that already 3/4 of the current total Greek public debt towards its creditors is even illegitimated.
Lo dice todo el mundo. Claro, o sea, no lo dice solo el FMI, lo ha dicho la auditoría de la deuda griega, que dijo que el 75% de la deuda griega era insostenible, era ilegítima y era odiosa. ¿Y por qué no lo hacen? Porque es una cuestión política, porque quieren derrotar a un gobierno, no quieren acabar con un problema, no quieren acabar con el problema de la crisis en Grecia, no.
After IMF's critics on the EU bailout terms, Valdis Dombrovskis, the European Commission's Vice President for the Euro, announced on Wednesday a short-term emergency assistance to Greece with a €7 billion bridge loan from the European Financial Stability Mechanism. This would help Greece to face urgent reimbursements to the European Central Bank on July 20 and also pay back overdue obligations to the International Monetary Fund. However, the approval of all the 28 governments will be needed and not just the 19 Eurozone members. Britain and the Czech Republic already opposed to it, but since decisions in the EFSM are taken by qualified majority, those two countries will not waive enough to block an agreement. One of the key terms of Greece's new reform aid package of around 86 billion euros is a privatization fund with a transfer of 50 billion euros of Greek state assets. This fund, especially demanded by Germany, will be supervised by EU institutions. Dimitrios Papadimoulis, Vice President of the European Parliament and member of Syriza Party, highlighted that the Greek crisis has not only showed divisions within the Eurozone, but also, according to him, between German politicians.
We want a European Germany, not a German Europe, and we have to work together with other forces and with other countries in order that schedule to fail. You have to admit that the Greek issue, as a part of the European problem, is dividing also the German right. So we succeeded, something positive.
However, nothing is over yet, since Alexis Tsipras will need to convince Greek parliamentarians. On Tuesday evening, Greek Prime Minister admitted he signed a text in which he didn't even believe himself. Therefore, the German centre-right lawmaker Herbert Roll remains doubtful about the implementation of the reforms.
I'm very skeptical that this government, who don't believe in these reforms, now will realize it. But I hope, and it's necessary. I have no problem with the Greek people. The problem is this government, because every time in the last months they do not what they say.
The Greek crisis also worried non-EU states. The US has put pressure on EU leaders to resolve the crisis in Greece and warned about the geopolitical consequences of a Brexit. The American government fears that an economic collapse of Greece will bring Tsipras closer to Russia by asking for help. This could lead to more political uncertainty in the weak Balkans regions.